Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good. There's no answer. Sorry, what's your name?
Sorry, we were asleep.
Are you Gemma?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Gemma. Just could you hold a second?
Sure,
Come on, come on a second.
Sorry, can I ask
Gemma, do you want to come out?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, just fancy them.
Hand, just so I see your hands. Alright, Gemma, at this moment, I'm marking on suspicion of murder. Okay, you don't have to say anything, but you may have a defence. Do not mention one question, something which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence, okay? Once you're in the cuffs.
Am I allowed to...
I'll go explain everything to you.
What would make a woman unalive her friend, decapitate her, put her into a suitcase, keep her body for 2 weeks, and then dump her in woodland 200 miles away? For Jemma Mitchell, the answer was simple: greed. Today, we will uncover the disturbing case of Mee Kuen Chong, who also known as Deborah. Mitchell is a psychopath. The motivation was money. The cold facts of this case are shocking. This is the story of a friendship that began within the congregation of the Christian church and ended with one woman dead and the other facing a life behind bars. It imploded when a summer afternoon in a seaside town took an unexpectedly gruesome turn. A family of holidaymakers stumbled across a headless body. Malaysian-born Mee Kuen Chong, who was also known as Deborah, had been missing for 16 days. Now found, the 67-year-old's decapitated body lay in woodland in Salcombe, Devon, 200 miles from her home in northwest London. Her head was discovered a few days later nearby.
Emergency. Hi, I just found a body. Oh, go ahead, caller. What's your emergency? I just found a body. Right, okay. A body, is it... Are they breathing? No, they're dead. They look like they've possibly been there like a few days or something with some flies and stuff. Right, okay. Bear me a second. Let's pop this on. What's the road? Yeah, what road are you on? I'm in Salcombe. You're in Salcombe, sorry. Let me have a look. I can populate, hopefully, where you are. So, Bennett Road, are you quite near the harbour? We're up from North Sand Beach. Hang on, we'll just look at Google Maps. Oh, okay, yeah, so I can see North Sand Bay. Road. Bennett Road, yeah, you are on Bennett Road.
After the harrowing discovery, the investigation began and police sourced a couple of surveillance footage which led to a cold-hearted psychopath. Mitchell hails from a wealthy background, having received a private education and a mother who once worked for the Foreign Office. She owns property in her birthplace, Australia, and the family home in London is situated in a neighborhood where houses typically sell for no less than £1 million. Text messages from Ms. Chong indicated she believed Mitchell's house to be valued at £4 million. However, the house required significant renovation. The rooms were cluttered with various items, making some areas inaccessible. There were boxes, suitcases, freezers stocked with food, old mattresses, and building materials scattered throughout. The kitchen was dirty, with decaying food on the stove and paperwork strewn across the surfaces. The bathroom was stained and in disrepair, giving the appearance of a hoarder's home. The second floor was under renovation, with incomplete walls and ceilings. Australian-born Mitchell attempted to convince Chong to lend her £200,000, 300,000 Australian dollars, for renovations on her deteriorating £4 million, 6 million Australian dollars, family home. However, prosecutors claimed that when Chong withdrew from the arrangement, Mitchell plotted to murder the vulnerable divorcee and forge her will to inherit the majority of her estate, valued at over £700,000, 1 million Australian dollars. Both women saw themselves as devoted Christians, having met through the church around August 2020. Mitchell used a dating site called Christian Connection, while Ms. Chong was active online, posting evangelical messages. It's unclear what initially drew them together, but Ms. Chong, who struggled with mental health issues, received health advice and spiritual healing from Mitchell, who had a degree in osteopathy. Ms. Chong was known for her generosity, often helping the homeless and welcoming those in need. On the surface, the two appear to have a good relationship. However, when Ms. Chong's body was discovered, detectives reviewed CCTV footage, leading to startling revelations. CCTV tracked Mitchell to and from Ms. Chong's address on the day she disappeared, and crucial footage showed Mitchell traveling to and from Devon. Police recovered a blue-wheeled suitcase, which they believe Mitchell used to transport Ms. Chong's body from Chaplin Road to her own home in Brondesbury Park and then to Devon. CCTV footage presented in court showed Mitchell arriving at Chong's home in Wembley, northwest London, on the morning of June 11, 2020 with a large blue suitcase, allegedly containing her murder kit. Then 4 hours later, she left the property with the suitcase, which now appeared bulkier and heavier, indicating the weight of Chong's body inside. Mitchell also carried a smaller bag containing Chong's financial documents, which were later found at Mitchell's home. Mitchell also reactivated a deceased neighbor's phone number and used it during her trip. Detective Chief Inspector Eastwood stated there was substantial evidence against Mitchell, including proof that she left her phone at home while using the dead neighbor's phone during the trip to Devon. Officers searching Mitchell's home uncovered the motive for her deceit and betrayal. They found wills, proven to be fraudulently created and signed, alongside personal and financial documents taken from Ms. Chong's address on June 11, 2020. The prosecution told the jury that intended to use these for her gain. 2 weeks later after the murder, using a false name and having reactivated the deceased neighbor's phone number, she hired a car, loaded the suitcase into it, and drove to Devon. This journey, the prosecution said, was made to dispose of Ms. Chong's body, police said. When you take into account the calculated way in which Mitchell planned this murder, from reconnecting a deceased neighbor's mobile phone before the murder so that she could make use of it whilst transporting the victim's remains down to Devon, to taking the wheeled suitcase to Deborah's house in the knowledge that she would be using it to take the body away from the address after she had unalived her. It was a truly evil act. Between Ms. Chong's death and the trip to Salcombe, Mitchell showed further composure by going on a date at London Zoo with someone she had met online. However, her meticulous planning had its limits, as she couldn't anticipate a damaged wheel or a burst tire. Mitchell's Volvo had blown a tire on the way to Salcombe, and she was forced to drive into a service station and call for help. The roadside mechanic who came to replace the wheel noticed Mitchell's odd behavior and detected a strange smell from the vehicle. He found it peculiar that Mitchell insisted on placing the damaged wheel on the back seat instead of the trunk. None of the people who came to her aid saw the large blue suitcase in the boot, suggesting she had stashed it somewhere nearby. Mitchell did not testify during her trial and, since her arrest on July 6, 2021, she has remained silent about the entire period. The Old Bailey heard that Mitchell graduated from King's College London with a degree in human sciences, which included a course in experimental anatomy, giving her the skills to dismember a body, though the reason for decapitating Ms. Chong remains unclear. Mitchell worked as an osteopath in Australia for 7 years before returning to the UK in 2015, where she lived with her mother and sister, despite a turbulent relationship with the latter. Mitchell is the only one who knows exactly what happened at Ms. Chong's home on Chaplin Road on that dreadful day in June 2021. Detective Chief Inspector stated, "We can only speculate about Mitchell's actions and her broader plan. It is almost certain that Mitchell decapitated Deborah during this period. The body's advanced decomposition suggests Mitchell might have feared its discovery, possibly prompting her to move it. Why she chose Salcombe in Devon remains unknown. However, it is clear that desperate for funds, Mitchell decided to attack and murder a vulnerable woman for her own gain, committing a truly despicable crime. Allegedly, Mitchell texted a pal to say she'd had a good day just hours after killing and beheading her victim allegedly. Australian-born churchgoer Jemma Mitchell calmly replied to a WhatsApp message about her day, moments after bludgeoning Chong to death. A friend, who had met Jemma Mitchell, 38, through the dating website Christian Connection told news media that he had never thought she was capable of such a horrendous crime. She had claimed to be a devoted Christian, would talk about serving God, and met her victim at the church they both attended every Sunday. Pictures from her now-deleted dating profile show her smiling with friends and playing the drums in her church. Another shows her posing on holiday and joking on a friend's motorbike in May 2021. Police arrested Mitchell on July 6 and found a 2021 wall calendar with an entry written by Mitchell for June 26, the day she drove to Salcombe in 2 different inks. It read, 8 a.m. collect body back, see letter will copy 2 hours walk. In a box in the bedroom was a copy of Mitchell's will, written in 2017, and a faked one from the victim giving 95% of the deceased estate to Mitchell for building works and the remainder to the defendant's mother.
Police!
Excuse me.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good. There's no answer. Sorry, what's your name?
Sorry, we're asleep.
Are you Jemma?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Jemma. Just put your hand a second.
Sure, sure.
Come on a second.
Sorry, can I ask
Gemma, do you want to come out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just want to see them.
Hand just over to your hands. Alright, Gemma, at this moment, I'm marking you on suspicion of murder. Okay, you don't have to say anything, but you may have a defence if you want to mention one question, something which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence, okay? Once you're in the cuffs,
Am I allowed to...
I'll go explain everything to you. Okay?
Should I get some
Yeah,
shoes
sorry.
now?
What?
If you want to one sec.
Inside?
Who's inside at the moment?
Mother.
Your mother?
Hillary,
Okay.
is it?
If you want to... Oh, can someone lift that up?
Yeah. Let's step back inside.
Is anyone else inside? Just your mum?
Yeah.
There is someone else inside,
No,
or just
that's
your
just
mum?
my mum, yeah.
Alright, do you want to... Should I bring her out, or...
Bring her in.
Bring her
for a minute.
Right,
yeah.
we're just going to come in for a sec, okay?
Sure.
And they've said that the person driving the Volvo waited in the car all that time with the windows down and the front door open, the passenger door open, when it was literally chucking it down with rain and it was windy. Why is that, Gemma?
No comment.
The car stank, didn't it, Gemma?
No comment.
Stunk of a dead person.
No comment.
Stunk of Deborah's decomposing body. Is that right, Gemma?
No comment.
Mitchell did not testify during her trial and, since her arrest on July 6, 2021, she has remained silent about the entire period. Mitchell, who denied the charges, had been found guilty of murder and was to be sentenced on Friday, October 28, 2021. The jury was sent out to consider the case on October 21, 2022. Following 7 hours of deliberation, on October 27th, Mitchell was convicted of murder. Media reports described Mitchell as appearing passive as she heard the verdict. Following the verdict, it was reported that the sentencing phase of the trial would be televised, making Mitchell the first convicted murderer in England and Wales to be sentenced on live television, as well as the first woman in the UK to have her sentence filmed. The sentencing was the second to be filmed in England and Wales since a change in the law permitted television cameras into court, and to protect jurors and witnesses, only the judge would be filmed. The hearing took place at the Old Bailey on October 28th. A victim impact statement from Chong's sister, based in Malaysia, was read to the court while she watched via video link. We still do not understand how she died. Did she suffer? This mystery will haunt me forever. During his sentencing statement, Judge Richard Marks KC described the aggravating factors in the case, notably that the killing had been carried out for financial gain, and the manner in which Mitchell had treated her victim's body. I am driven to the conclusion that you are extremely devious, he told her. There is the chilling aspect of what you did to and with her body after you killed her. You have shown absolutely no remorse, and it appears you are in complete denial as to what you did, notwithstanding what in my judgment amounted to overwhelming evidence against you. He also addressed the matter of the crime's serious nature. The enormity of your crime is profoundly shocking, even more so given your apparent religious devotion and the fact Deborah Chong was a good friend to you and had shown you great kindness. He then sentenced her to life imprisonment, with a minimum term of 34 years. This means she will not be eligible for parole until October 21, 2056. Following Mitchell's conviction, her mother continued to maintain Mitchell's innocence, claiming the suitcase had not contained a body but crockery, cutlery, and tea towels instead, and claimed that Mitchell would appeal against the conviction. In a subsequent media interview, she claimed Mitchell was a silly girl who was really, really bright but messed up, and that the police believed her to be the killer because she washed the blue suitcase. On the day of her conviction, Detective Chief Inspector Jim Eastwood, who led the Metropolitan Police investigation into the case, said that Mitchell has never accepted responsibility for the murder, so there were some questions that remained unanswered: why she kept her body for a fortnight, why she decapitated her, why she deposited her remains in Salcombe.
Driven to the conclusion that you are extremely devious, you have shown absolutely no remorse, and it appears that you are in complete denial as to what you did, notwithstanding what, in my judgment, amounted to overwhelming evidence against you. The sentence of the court is one of life imprisonment, and the minimum term of imprisonment that you will in any event be required to serve will be 34 years. There will be deducted from that term the 475 days that you have spent in custody on remand, and the statutory surcharge will apply. Would you please take the defendant downstairs?
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think, and leave your comment below. Click that like button and the notification bell if you like the video. We upload new videos every week. Take care.